Hey guys, Simpzy here. Welcome back to another episode of my Third Age Total War High Elves campaign. We are playing on the massively overhauled submod, and all links are in the description below as always. But to start off this episode, the One Ring has been located, and it is in Isengard, which is really good for us. So that is what we're going to be doing. Trading post income. My lord, another batch of goods has arrived from the trading post. Oh, how fantastic. Mission failed. That's not good. Construction report. Another master sculpture, which is good. Graham has a crop rotation. So let's continue to put money back into the economy. So I'm thinking we should go with an irrigation. Yeah, because we're not going to be attacked here, to be quite honest. I don't think in the Gundabad now, maybe by rebels, because of this, like, well, there's kind of like a line from, I guess, where Dol Guldur is, like, that way. There's, like, from there, south is just all enemy. There's nothing north of us. Unless the Witch King of Angmar decides to come back and retake his homeland. Okay, an art studio Kerndam. Mining network, communal farming. Let's build some money into the mining. So we're just basically putting our money into the economy. We don't really need that many more troops because we are recruiting a full stack at Imladris. I don't think I'll construct. My bad. Anymore at South Tharpad. But the balance of power. And the recruitment report, so Imladris and the retrained troops. We will be taking Byrig in today's episode, but now Isengard. I didn't want to particularly go to war with them just yet, but where is the One Ring? I think we should push straight down to Isengard. I don't think we're going to need this other army with Glorfindel or Byrig. We'll take Byrig in today's episode. Tulsale looks kind of undefended because the newly chieftain's there. Looks like he's moved his armies out a little bit. How many more turns until we can get a decent sort of army coming out of Imladris? A couple more turns. Buy some more Imladris riders. We'll retrain the Wildmen of Dunland. I keep on saying Dunland. It's Dunedain, the elite rangers. I'll just call them rangers. I keep on getting, I don't know why. It's because we're fighting the Wildmen of Dunland. I get tongue-tied. So let's move Elrond. Probably to Dunerd. I'm trying to think, do we have any more troops coming along? We don't have a fleet or anything. No. Okay, but let's actually play the Battle of Byrig now. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. We still outnumber them quite heavily. But let's fight this on the battle map. So we do want to double time to Isengard to try hopefully get the One Ring. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I missed the when the camera pans and then it just like puts it down. But then I just assume it's Isengard. So I don't really know who has the One Ring. If we can get that, we can really turn the tide in this war. I have dwelled for a time in the land of my mother's kin, in far Lothlorien. Well, Arwen didn't marry Aragorn in this Third Age playthrough. He married, good old Rum. Okay, so I do want my archers to pin down Pepper. As many. I don't really. These bow Quindy probably won't be in range. So let's get my sword Quindy up. I don't think we're going to need 2 towers. We've only got 1 anyway. Okay. My riders. I think I might get them to flank around another support. Yeah, we'll put my riders here. And then we'll put the other ram on this side for a flanking maneuver. Then my cavalry can come in. This ram can push up. Glorfindel. And the other lot of cavalry. I might actually put my air over with my other cavalry. And Glorfindel can push in with the only lot of 2 swordsmen. So let's start the battle. So my archers are in range. I want them to not use fire. So this is the left side. So get... what do they got here? Light infantry. God, that would look menacing though, wouldn't it? Well, settings have pushed skirmishes. I don't want to hit their skirmishes. And they have clansmen over the back. So we get 2 to hit them. There's no point of hitting that side. They're hunters. Can we get over the back there? Hit their clansmen? You might have to push up a little bit though. Which doesn't bother me. As long as you're not in range. And it is pissing down with rain. So it was a good decision not to use fire. I do want my archers to whittle down as many as possible before we move in. Because this is a pretty weakened army. Even though there's not many troops in Byrig itself. But we might have to do a mad rush and declare Ising... Oh, okay, yeah, we're getting hit by their archers, so we'll double back. I don't want to lose any casualties with my archers. We've already lost enough as it is. Okay, let's actually start this flanking maneuver. Oh, okay, so they have combated with some clan spearmen there. So let's move my archers back once they get in formation. It'll be interesting to see how accurate these guys are now with the amount of rain that's just coming through. We hit the tribal axemen. They wouldn't have to move too much to get in range, would they? They're not in range from those hunters, are they? No. Let's continue. Yeah, they are. Why are they in range? Move you this side then. Get out of the fucking way. I don't want to lose casualties because we've already lost. Oh, we haven't lost a percent yet. We've killed 9% of them. Yeah. Or maybe, I don't know. I need to figure out where the One Ring is. Because I don't really want to declare war on Isengard and Mordor just yet. I want to get rid of the Wildmen of Dunlands. Like, what is happening there? What's with the split down the middle? That's quite odd. I want to get rid of the, like I said, the Wildmen of Dunland, and then push upon Isengard and Mordor. Once I've have like my armies retrained and we decide what's probably more tactically sound to take. Probably firstly would be Isengard itself, their capital, their main powerhouse, and then probably Helm's Deep, which is quite easily to defend because of the Hornburg. Because Edoras would be pretty hard, but Rohan's a horde faction as well, so I guess the Rohirrim will be able to help us somewhat, and hopefully the Elves of Lorien might be able to push down. Maybe, I don't know. But we're going to continue launching volleys at them. It'll be interesting to see how much we've actually killed of them. There's only 80. Oh, we've killed a fair few. It's not too bad. Obviously, most of them are hitting the walls. Why are these guys deciding to go up? Yeah, we've taken most of them off the walls anyway. So, let's actually start the siege. Let's move my units up. We're going to get my archers to halt and disable fire at will. Cavalry can start their flanking maneuver as well. So they do have some units here. Goblin heavy volunteers and some spearmen. So whether or not I do push my cavalry in there, we'll see. So I might lose more casualties than what I would like. We've already whittled 17% of them down, so the remaining tribesmen here won't be able to do all that too much. And my sword Quendi will be able to rip through these hunters like nothing. Let's just hope the ram doesn't catch on fire. Yikes, we're losing some casualties here. What a horrible death. Anyway guys, if you are enjoying this Third Age campaign, make sure to leave a like. I would really much appreciate it. I do put a lot of effort into these videos, and a simple like really does go a long way. It really puts my channel out there, and I'd appreciate it. I guess while we're talking about likes, well, let's talk about social media. If you guys like to go follow me on Twitter, I would highly recommend it. It puts out a tweet. I don't really tweet, to be quite honest. I just have my YouTube connected to it, so if you guys don't want to miss a video, it's at Simpzy. Links will be in the description below. I do sometimes, like, when I do a Q&A, I put questions and stuff out, or I have like a vote. But I don't tweet just random selfies and crap. I use it for essentially a backup of the YouTube sub box. Okay, how's my RAM doing on the other side here? 7%. 20. Well, now that we've... Oh, are they actually charging? No, they're pushing up upon the walls, which I find is interesting. Well, now that those archers are engaged, their bodyguard is what now? Coming up here. So, I might... I'm trying to think what I want to do here. We could hit their clansmen, push my other sword quindy to finish off the hunters. Because there's a big kind of clusterfuck just here. And just keep on hitting that. Okay, we've broken the gate. And let's push it in. Because for some reason they've just left they've left their down square practically defenseless. So we're going to move in my sword quindy. And what sword quindy do we have here with Glorfindel? Yeah, it looks like they're just clustering here. So I'm going to get my archers, my sword quindy to there. They're not actually getting hit there. No, these guys are pretty accurate. It's just a clusterfuck there. Their generals moved up on this side. I'm just going to go straight for the town square. If we can take that without actually fighting them. So there's 31 skirmisher cavalry. Oh, we've broken down the gate here as well. We'll push in with the goblin volunteers. Push at the goblin volunteers. And we'll just keep on hitting that, because now... Oh, I guess we've killed 37% or 17 before. I wouldn't say that my bowmen did all that. The sword quindy have been fighting quite well. All these swordsmen are going to go head on against the skirmishers. If we can pin down skirmish cavalry, that's always the best. Yeah, and they've just fucked themselves here. Okay, the goblin volunteers. There's 139 and they're just running. Okay, so let's push in my cavalry now then. Oh no, we're going to have to fight them. If we could push in my cavalry, that would greatly help. We'll be able to take the town square quicker. Glorfindel? Is it Glorfindel or Glorfindel? Glorfindel. I don't know. I change between the both. Spellings, pronunciations, whatever. I don't know. As long as you know. I've always just had the same opinion on that. As long as you know who I'm talking about, it doesn't really matter. Regardless of how I pronounce it. And usually, like, authors and stuff, it's usually up to adaptation anyway. Especially, I quote more George R. R. Martin there. Like, who am I to tell you how to pronounce it? Which I think is a good perspective. Because obviously in Game of Thrones it's more... Oh, well, he's spelling, because he spells... Well, I say Ironwood, the house in the Martell lands. I say Ironwood. But it's spelled Yawnwood. Y-O... Y-R-O-N, Jesus. And they spelt it wrong. And red wine is spelt with an... I say house red wine, but it could be red wine. I say wine because I think it just makes sense if... Is that their... How did their chieftain's bodyguard get back there so quickly? I thought it was up on the walls. Oh no, they got 2 bodyguards, my bad. That confused me. Well, now they've done the same sort of thing on this side, so let's actually hit those clansmen there. Oh, most of my archers are out of range. So I'll get my ones to halt there, and then the rest here can go take them on. We're actually in the town square now, obviously. I might get my biggest cavalry here to hit the chieftain's bodyguard from behind. Now we do need to worry about, so we're not going to get hit from behind here. So we're going to put my 24 cavalry, might just chuck them there, but we'll keep my general just here. We'll get Glorfindel to put his buffs on, and we're about to hit these 31 bodyguard from behind. They're flat-footed. What a slaughter that was. Okay, cavalry double back up for a charge. I'm surprised we didn't get rid of them. Okay, how are we doing up on the walls? My archers are getting... Are they getting their shots off? Oh my god. Fuck's sake. God damn it, I didn't enable fire at will. Okay, well these Sword Quindy are still pushing them down. I guess we can continue to fight these clansmen here. We'll turn around because now that we've taken their town square. Well, there's their one chieftain. Whether or not that's their heir, we'll run him down and we'll find out. Get wrecked. Enemy general, Far Lord Forika, the Honest, the Wild One of Dunland. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that was the faction heir. My Sword Quindy is still pushing upon the other bodyguard. Now my Bow Quindy, once you get in range there, aim for them. Let's start speeding this battle up now, guys. Take off the clansmen, get some experience, get some more chevrons, seeing as we've got a silver and a bronze. Hopefully there's not too much friendly fire on there. I don't seem to see though. Yeah, we'll quickly go attack their general there, so my bowman can get some shots off. Oh no, they're not pushing. I think they're just giving up now. Oh no, we managed to kill the general upon the walls. Good job, Sword Quindy. But we will end the battle. We lost 159. We deployed just over 1,100. And they deployed just under 1,100. We killed 1,060 on the battle map, which is fantastic. Obviously, we'll execute the rest. My Sword Quindy did 161, but a good victory nonetheless. You're most welcome to go back and pause if you are curious about the amount of casualties inflicted and whatnot. But guys, we are going to end the episode here once we sack the city. Another city has fallen to the High Elves, and one lost from the Wild Men of Dunland. Fantastic, I really am enjoying this campaign. We're pushing down upon some harder factions soon. We've taken so much land up here though, it's great. We will sack enemy routes. So guys, we are going to end it here, we'll do a save. Thank you very much for watching if you've watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like, and I'll be bringing out more Total War and FIFA content for you guys tomorrow as always. So, thank you very much for watching. Simpzy out.